Good evening, all of you.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, so the class wants to
Good
start.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Very good evening to all of you. This is the third class for house property. We have done introduction. We have seen the format. We have seen types of properties. And we have seen that how to calculate GAV in depth. And then we did combination problems. If a person is having more than two houses, as self-occupied, four or five houses, any two houses of his choice, he can treat it as SOP. Remaining third, fourth, fifth house will be treated as deemed let out property and it will be taxed. So we have seen interest on loan and all the limits also. So I think the class should start with homework, but then you are having some doubt. Yes, Sandeep, what is your doubt? Ask your doubt. Then we will check the homework and then I will start with the concept for today. Tell me. Yes, you can send your doubts in the chat box, please, no problem. Or you can unmute and speak up as you wish.
मैम ये होमवर्क के रिलेटेड ही था डाउट तो
Okay, then homework I'm checking, of course. All homeworks I'm going to check one to one. Yeah, I hope all of you were there in yesterday's class. If you miss the class, I assume that you are missing the class for a very genuine reason only. Make sure that in the whole day today, yesterday night, today morning to today this time, you should watch yesterday's video and then attend the class because income tax is linked. Every day one new petal will open, and when the whole flower will bloom, it was like head of income is over. Are you getting? I introduced basic rules in the first class. Yesterday my stress was on GAV. Today I'm going to work on unrealized rent and arrears of rent later. But what I taught, I have done problems related to that, and then we will discuss the homeworks also. So, in case if you have missed the class yesterday and if you are sitting directly, then sitting in the class again you are absent. Huh? This for your favor I am saying. So, make sure that if you miss the class, you cover it up. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, I want to go in a stepwise. First thing is, let me first show you. One minute. Huh? Okay, was looking for some setting. Fine, chalo. So now I want to discuss with all of you the problem which we have done yesterday. Are you able to see it on screen? Huh? Ruhi is having three houses. Assume that if all the three houses are self-occupied, then there is going to be a loss. Interest on loan maximum allowed is 2 lakh. If the construction of the property is over in 5 years and loan is taken after 1499. Before 1499, all loan taken for repairs and all 30,000. If they are treated as deemed letter, whatever is the actual interest is allowed. Now you may have 2, 3 self-occupied property, but the upper limit of the self-occupied property interest for all the properties put together is also 2 lakh rupees. Is this clear to all of you? Right. So then we have worked out the combination. Chalo, let us take H1 and H2 SOP, H3 letter, then H2 letter, then H1 letter. So we saw that in the option 2 income is low. So they will go for that, right? Okay. 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. Now let us check the homework for yesterday. Okay. Small problems, I think we should start that and we can check it from the Word file also. One minute. All right. I gave as homework. Yeah, this is all we are doing in sequence. First problem I did in class and I said all of you should revise the classwork at home to get a grip that if it is a self-occupied property and it is a let-out property, then you follow all the step method. But if it is say let-out property and then vacant, then you take the rent only for the actual rent. Okay, in the high method, what is the first method? Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, that or standard rent, whichever is lower, that or actual rent, whichever is higher. True, but if actual rent is low only because of vacancy, even though actual rent is low, you have to take that as GAV. All clear? This was highlighted in problem number 1 yesterday. 2 we have done. 3 I gave as homework and I want to check it now with all of you. Okay? Put your answers in the chat box. I'll check it. Problem number 3, first bit. What is the answer? How much is the GAV? Fair rent of municipal value, whichever is higher, 5 lakh. That of standard rent, whichever is lower. So GAV is 480. Easy? Very good. Super cool. And anyone in the class is feeling, ma'am, whole class is giving answer correct. I am not getting it. Ask please. But provided you have attended the classes. I am helpless for the students who are missing out on the classes. Then I cannot do anything. Right. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, 250. That or standard rent, whichever is lower, 210. Right? Now tenant vacated on January and unrealized rent is there. Okay. This is a full-fledged problem. I said don't do it. I'll do it in the class later. Unrealized rent concept I have not taught you yet. Okay. All right. Now, the municipal value is 110. Third. See, but I am checking the answer. See, even if you have not done, you may be getting 1 plus or minus point from my side. I don't know. You may be thinking, Deepti ma'am is discussing everything in the class. Even if we don't know, we can match up. You can match up. You can go faster than me. I want my students to be ahead than me. I am also a student. You are also a student. I want you to go ahead than me. But the condition is, if you do it as homework and if you are getting it correct, genuine confidence is building up that okay, Deepti ma'am has explained well and we are able to do it without her being besides us. Are you getting? Final exam, I'm not going to stand, support and explain it. So please do the homework. It will be hardly one problem, that too with all the discussion. Chalo. Oh, super cool. All answers are coming. Manish, Venu, Haripriya, all of you, 80,000. Is it? Very correct. Fair rent or standard rent, whichever is higher. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. This or actual rent, 80,000 for 8 months. Now, 80,000 is less than step 2 answer. But 80,000 is low only due to vacancy. In that case, we will take GAV as 80,000. Anyone in the class is having any doubt? Oh, very easy. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. This or actual rent, whichever is higher. So what is actual rent for 12 months? Calculator. Calculator बोलता नहीं है ना मैं कहाँ हूँ? What is the answer? Yeah, answer is 1 lakh. Agreed with all of you. But I want to say कि 8,000 into 12 is how much? 96,000. So even if you take the rent for 12 months, It is lower in case of step 3 than standard rent. So in the D bit, the GAV will be 1 lakh. Is my speed fine of taking the homework? Anyone wants explanation or clear? Are you observing purposely the bits are given same? This is
मैम
like,
सिंपल है
yeah, ask please, what is your doubt?
मैम इसमें दो ऑप्शन जैसे कल करवाया 2 ऑप्शन वाला 4 मंथ सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड कर लेना है तो 4 मंथ
No,
वैकेंसी
no,
वाला
no, not in this, Sandeep. DBED, they said rent is 8,000 per month. Did they say that 4 months it was vacant or 4 months occupied? That means it was 12 months occupied. And in the DBED, 4 months rent is, I mean say 8,000 rent multiplied by 12, you take 96,000. So actual rent is 96, but standard rent is higher, so you will take GAV as the standard rent. All clear? Right. See, this reminds me of one dialogue. I thought I will stay थोड़े 15 class होने के बाद, but now because you have said, don't make assumptions your weapon in English, and in Hindi we say, assumptions are there in income tax, but उनको हथियार मत बनाओ. Ma'am, I made my assumption, and for my assumption it is correct. Valier is not going to check 100 assumptions and 100 answer sheets. Very rare cases, if required, you have to assume. I'll tell you how and where. Okay, EBIT, fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, that or standard rent, whichever is lower. Now, that or actual rent. So, rent is 10,000 per month for half the property. So, 1,20,000 is the GAV. And because this rent is for half the property, listen all of you, and municipal value and fair rent is maybe given for the full property because they didn't say. So you should take half of the fair rent in municipal value. See, this is a house. Ground floor is let out and first floor you are staying. So if you are taking ground floor's GAV, then municipal value of the whole house is 110, so you have to take 55,000. Fair rent you have to take 45,000. Like this you should compare. So for EBIT, GAV is the actual rent, that is 1,20,000. All clear? Now, municipal value is 110, fair rent is 90,000, standard rent is 1 lakh. Rent 10,000 per month received till November, then it is self-occupied. So till November means how many months? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months rent you have received, 80,000. Right or not? So fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, that or standard rent, whichever is lower, that or 80,000 rent, whichever is higher. 80,000 is the actual rent is low, not due to vacancy, but because after November the house was self-occupied. So you have to follow the step method, and GAV in the F bit is 1 lakh. Answer. Clear to all of you?
मैम I have one doubt.
Yeah, please ask. पूछो.
In E points म्युनिसिपल वैल्यू और फेयर रेंट हाफ लेना है
yeah. Actually, I will solve such detailed problem wherein fair rent and municipal value of the whole property is given, but let out is only half, no? So fair rent, municipal value, standard rent, all you should take half. But anyways, half is all lower and rent received is more. So you will take actual rent as the GAV. Simple. I'll work out more problems that will be clear. Now here we have left with only B bit. We will check it. Chalo. Now I want to take a fourth problem. Fourth problem, 3 combinations are given. Okay? Now, listen all of you. If you treat all the 3 houses as self-occupied, one very important thing is insurance premium you have to ignore. You have to ignore the insurance premium. Right? Okay? And Property tax you have to deduct from the GAV and all. But if you take all the three properties as self-occupied, here it is nil. Here it is Pune house 30,000. Because the loan is taken prior to 1/4/99. So interest on loan is allowed 30,000. And third house it is nil. Have you all got this answer in the homework? Yes. If all the three houses are treated as self-occupied means the house in which I am staying. So GAV is nil, municipal tax nil, NAV nil, standard deduction nil, interest on loan is allowed. So that is 30,000. Now if Bangalore house is self-occupied, Bangalore house is let out. This is self-occupied. I am solving it here so that I can share the screen with you. Yeah? Fair rent
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Bangalore. Then interest we could take, no, ma'am. 20,000
Where is the interest?
interest on loan, ma'am.
20,000 interest.
Yes. My mistake. 20,000 is there. Done. All correct. चलो अब देखते हैं if Bangalore is self-occupied, fair rent or municipal value whichever is higher, this or standard rent whichever is lower. So GAV is 42,000 and municipal tax allowed is 6,000. I hope you all are enjoying ticking in your notebook like this. NAV is 36,000. 30% is the standard deduction. 10,800. 36,000 minus 10,800. And interest on loan is allowed 20,000. And so you are getting 5,200. Correct? Not 25,200, 5,200. Anyone in the class who is not getting 5,200? If you have attended yesterday's class, you will get. And those who have missed by genuine reason, make sure you watch it. No problem. Yeah, Akhila, so nice. All of you are giving all the answers. But I want to explain and do it so that it doesn't appear. अगर कोई एक भी step में अटक गए ना, I am doing it as if I am solving the problem in class. Let it take 10-15 minutes for homework. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, to 72. And then standard rent is not there. So GAV is 72,000. Minus municipal tax 9,000. NAV is 63,000. 30% standard deduction is 18,900. And 36,000 you will minus the interest. If you treat it as deemed let out, whole 36,000 will be deducted. And then what is the answer? 8,100. Super. Please don't hesitate if you are not getting the answer. I will start the class at 7:30. Still I'll finish 8:30. Today's concept. I want to go very slow. GAV, if once you take efforts and put 2 hours, you will never have to turn back and say कि GAV नहीं आता madam. आता. Yeah, what you want to explain? Should I do again? 1 minute. I'll do. Wait a minute. Yeah. I want to explain Pune house again. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, 72,000. That or standard rent, whichever is lower, but nothing given. So take GAV is 72, deduct 90, pick up your calculator, no. 72,000 minus 9,000. 63,000 you put it in memory. I don't know if you all are using M plus and M minus in your calculator. And NAV is 30% is standard deduction, 18,900. And 36,000 whole interest you will allow. In case of deemed let out and let out property, whole interest is allowed. Clear, Manisaran? 8,100 is the answer. Next, Nagpur house. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. 80,000. That or standard rent, whichever is lower, 79,000. So GAV is 79,000. Municipal tax is nil. NAV is 79,000. 79,000 ka 30%. 23,700 is standard deduction. If I write all the values, no, you will get confused. I'll do it orally. 23,700 is the standard deduction. And there is no interest on loan. So how much you are getting? 55,300. 55,300. All clear to all of you? If you treat all as self-occupied, this is your answer. If you treat all as deemed let out, this is your answer. Now you have to work combination. First and second as self-occupied. And third as let out. So what is the answer? 20,000 plus 30,000 and minus 55,300. 5,300 is the income with option 1. Option 1. Everyone is getting the answer 5,300. Clear? Now, second option is treat second and third house as self-occupied and first house as let out. So there is loss 30,000 minus 5,200. Option 2, 24,800. You are treating second and third house as self-occupied, first as let out. Now third option, treat first and third as self-occupied and second. So that is also a loss. 20,000 minus 8,100. Got it or not? 11,900 loss. Option 3. Option 3 is 11,900 loss. I am writing here. If you can check with your notebooks, have you all got this answer? See, this is little tougher way. Just look at the time. Isse to I would say no homework, sir, in my class. Please, all thing is done in the class. You will enjoy the classes. You will have very neat notebooks, no scratching. But then you will struggle in the final exam. I don't want you to struggle in the final exam. So struggle with me right now. Option 1, these two and this. Option 2, these two and this. And option 3 like this. So option 2 is 24,800 loss. Option 3 is 11,900 loss. Everyone is getting the same answer? Please respond. Or you want to do the problem again? It will take all time. If you've got the answer, yes? Okay, good. So which option will you all go for? Option 1, 2 or 3? I'm waiting. All options I have written on screen. So now you all can answer which option.
Option 2.
You all will go for option 2 because income is low and loss is high. If there is a loss, it is good. No, this loss you can set off in other income and pay less income tax. Did you get my point? Right. That's all for this problem. Those who have missed the class, write down this answer. All 3 self-occupied, this is the answer. All 3 let out, this is the answer. Ask your doubts, please. Or all clear, we can move on to the next problem. Yeah. Acha, how many of you want that 5th problem is similar? Still, we want to do it in the class right now. You want me to do it in the notebook, my notebook on screen, or shall we check it the way we have done? Choice is yours. Unmute and speak up or put it in the chat box. कैसे करना है? Fifth problem on notebook. ठीक है चलो. Sixth we have done. Fifth problem also we are doing it in the class. Those who have done and they are going to check it and they are getting correct. Appreciation for all of you. And based on this fourth also, if I've missed, you can do. Chalo. Mr. Mahesh has 3 flats in Chennai, 1 occupied by him, 1 by parents and other by children. So all the 3 are self-occupied. Municipal value, fair rent, standard rent is given, municipal taxes are given. Repairs you have to ignore. Insurance premium you have to ignore. Why? Because whatever may be your actual repairs and all, for all that you are already getting a deduction. Okay? What deduction you are getting? Standard deduction 30%. But yes, interest on loan, if it is self-occupied, you will take 12 and 30,000. If it is let out, you will take 12 and 60,000. Clear? So this problem is very simple. Let us solve it now in class. ठीक है? चलो शुरू करते हैं. Make 3 columns in your notebook. We are solving combination problems in the class and problem number is 5. Sixth we have already done. Fifth problem we are doing it now. Computation of income of Mr. Mahesh. Problem number 5th. Problem number 5th. Working note 1. All SOPs, particulars and 3 columns, and you treat all as self-occupied. And if they are self-occupied, don't go by buttified way. Fair rent, municipal value, which is that. Self-occupied property, GAV is always nil. Let me give the house number as H1, H2 and H3. Self-occupied property, the GAV is always nil. Less municipal taxes, nil. Net annual value, nil. Standard deduction is 30% on the NAV. Interest on loan. We will deduct. And we are getting income from house property. Nice. Chalo. Interest on loan. For the first house, the interest on loan is 12,000. So there's a loss of 12,000. For second house, NAV is nil, standard deduction is nil, and interest on loan will be 30,000. Anyone is having any doubt? Interest on loan is 60,000. But why you are taking 30,000? Because the loan is taken on 1/4/1998, before 1999. And house 3, there is no interest on loan. So self-occupied, it is nil. Done. Rest all the columns are nil, nil, nil. You can do. Ask me if anyone is having any doubt. Self-occupied property, we are staying there, so the value is nil. Right? GAV is nil. I hope everyone is following all the problems. Right. Yes, Pucho.
If the loan is taken after 1/4/1999, then the upper limit is 2 lakhs, ma'am.
Yes. Then whole
Before it means
60,000 will be
30,000.
allowed. Yeah. Tarun, I'll clear your doubt. If the loan is taken after 1499, then whole interest on loan is allowed up to 2 lakhs. So here it is 60,000, we will allow 60,000. But because the loan is taken on 1498, we are allowing this. Is this clear? Chalo. Now, let us go for working note 2. Ma'am, in exam, can we start with working notes and then the answer? Yes, it's allowed. Working note 2 is all houses are DLP, deemed let out properties, particulars and triple column. Now, because deemed let out property GAV is important, see, I'm not going to do this is a homework problem. Still, I'm doing in class. So I'll stop after the first column. Second and third, you have to do it in the class. For those who have not done it as homework. So do it. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher, that is your step 1. Step 2. Step 1 or standard rent, whichever is lower. Step 3. Step 2 or actual rent, whichever is higher. You get the gross annual value. Less municipal taxes you pay. You get the net annual value minus the standard deduction. Government is saying if you earn 100, we assume that 30% is your standard expense. And then we have the interest on loan. And we get income from house property. Tell me a written promise that you all have learned this format now. Ma'am, itna to karke aayenge. Okay, I'll give you 2 marks out of 8. If you say, ma'am, this much so we will do. Easy, no? The format how you compute income from house property is super easy. Fair rent, municipal value, whichever is higher. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. That or actual rent, whichever is higher. GAV less municipal tax, NAV. Municipal tax is allowed if you pay, owner pays. Interest on loan is allowed on due basis. That you should take a loan from a housing company and all. Okay? Right, chalo. Let us do for Mahesh. Fair rent 34,000 or 24, whichever is higher. So 34,000. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. So standard rent. That or actual rent is anyways not there. Because it's genuinely a self-occupied property, deemed let out, not actually let out. So step 2 and actual rent is not there. So step 2 answer is your GAV, 30,000. Municipal taxes are 6,000. See, in income tax plus, if we do minus, we put it in bracket. NAV is 24,000. 24,000 ka 30%. 7,200. And interest on loan is 12,000. So 4,800 is your house property income. 2 minutes time is given to all of you. Please continue doing both the bits for the other 2 houses. If you don't have the problem and if you are waiting 1 minute, I'll keep the screen open so that you all can see the problem and work out the answer. Karo. Second and third house, tell me the house property income. नंदिनी जाएगी तो पानी रख देना बेटा. Super. So are you all enjoying this class? At least now you are able to work out or not? For first house to have worked out. Okay. Keep putting your answers. I'm checking now. See, why you are asking the same question again and again? Interest on loan for the second house, whole 60,000 will be allowed. If it is deemed let out. Chalo. Let us see how you get it. For the second house, fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. So 36,000. That or standard rent, whichever is lower. So 36,000. And third one is not there. Super. Thank you so much. All of you are giving correct answer. So Deepti ma'am is loving to copy the answers from your notebook. Literally. You see, I'm writing with digital pen, then I change the pen and I write the answer with me. Copying from my students' book is so nice. Municipal taxes is 8,000. NEV is 28,000 into 30%. 8,400 and interest is allowed 60,000. Anyone is having doubt why ma'am 60,000? Because deemed let out property, whole interest is allowed.
Madam, house one interest on loan is 12,000.
Ma'am, GAV is 42,500 for first one, second one. GAV is taken.
Fair rent or municipal
Yes, ma'am.
value whichever is higher. हाँ yes ma'am. ऐसे होता है देखो. 42,000 when we take the break. Then 42,000 or standard rent 45,000. 42 or 45 whichever is lower. So in fact the GAV went wrong. See, look at it. Look at my answer. If one bit goes wrong, how it is wrong. 34,000. Abhi theek hai na? Please check my answer if it is correct or not. And if you are smiling, that smile is worth doing it. You have got liberty. Teacher mistake करे तो हंस लेना, कुछ नहीं होता.
And 36,200.
Yeah, because the standard deduction will also change. I am exactly showing what happens in the final exam. So do it calmly, nicely. 10,200. Abhi theek hai?
Yes, ma'am.
And 34,000. 36,200 negative. And the third answer is how much?
I have a doubt.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me complete the problem. Many of them are maybe going slow, no? This is an online class and more than 40 students are there in the class. So let us see. 42,000 and 36,000, whichever is, sorry, 60 and 80, whichever is higher. So 80. That and standard rent 72, whichever is lower. So 72. Is all of yours GAV 72? Municipal tax 7,000. Thank you so much, Mani Saran, for giving all the detailed answers. Good. 65,000 multiplied by 30%, 19,500. I hope you are feeling, ma'am, this is not tax class. This is like a maths class. Because now we know the formula. 45,500. Yes. Now doubts, please. All the three houses are let out. The answer is ready with us. No doubts.
Ma'am, for the second house, though it is deemed to be let out, the 1999 clause will not apply.
It will apply. 1 minute.
That means though it is taken before 99 or after 99, we will take it as full interest. The 30,000 wala will not come.
No. If the loan is taken before 1499, then in case of self-occupied property, the limit is 30,000. I'll clear your doubt. Okay? Now, even if the loan is taken before 1499, the limit means the actual interest is allowed because it is deemed let out and let out. Is it not?
Okay, that was exactly my doubt as well. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Can I go for all of your doubts? It's absolutely okay to have this doubt. No problem. Yeah. Can you please see one table? Are you all able to see the table of loan? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. The thing is, the table has the clause of after
Now you're able to see the
99.
table? Yeah.
And this question
Okay,
specifically states that this loan was taken in 98.
2 minutes.
I got confused.
If everyone is getting confused, that means a teacher's table is not appropriate. We will add on to the table. Let us do the table again. Are you all able to see the table? Interest on loan is allowed on due basis. You need not actually pay. Now, in case of let out and deemed let out property, no upper limit. Interest on loan paid is allowed. If the loan is taken on 1/4/1980 or 1/4/2020, or if the construction takes 10 years or whatever, let out and deemed let out, actual interest on loan is allowed. Now come, if it is self-occupied property, did you take the loan for purchase and construction? Yes. Did you take loan after 1499? Yes. Is construction over in 5 years? Yes. Ma'am, how do we come to know construction is over in 5 years? If it exceeds 5 years, they will give. Nothing given, assume. All three conditions satisfied. Interest on loan is 2 lakh. Loan taken for repairs and renovation today also in 2020. How much interest on loan is allowed? 30,000. Loan is taken for construction, but before 1499, how much is allowed? 30,000. So when is it 30,000? If you want, you all are having this flow chart, no? So please add to it. 30,000 if the loan is taken for repairs and renovation. If loan taken before 1499, but all this is only for self-occupied. Only for self-occupied. Or if construction is over greater than 5 years, 30,000. Now ask your doubt. Any one of you?
I have one question.
Yeah, please.
For second house, interest and loan, let's say the 60,000, is after 1499. Then it will be 60,000, right?
Very correct. 60,000 we will take.
Got it. Thank you.
In case of
if the construction is not completed within 5 years, at what amount we take, ma'am?
If construction is, ऐसा लग रहा है मेरा इंटरव्यू चल रहा है, अच्छी बात है, अच्छा लगा, हाँ. If the construction is not completed in 5 years, interest on loan is allowed only 30,000. Clear or not? In case of self-occupied. In case of let out and deemed let out, even if construction is not over in 5 years, even if the loan is taken before 99, whatever it is, how much interest is allowed? Full actual interest is allowed. But then you should not take loan from your best friend or your relatives or your neighbors or your uncle auntie, you should take loan from banks, financial institutes, housing finance companies who give certificates for the loan. You know, they all mortgage the property. Until you pay the last installment, your property original papers are with the bank. So that is an authenticated loan. हाँ,
मैम
Gilbert,
अगर परचेज के
या बोलो, पूछो.
अगर अगर परचेज के लिए लोन 99 से पहले लिया होता तो उसकी लिमिट क्या रहती?
अब एक बात बोलो सब लोगों को, ये 99 वाला है ना, इसको सिर्फ सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड के लिए रखो. For this 1999 one, you keep only for self-occupied, then it will be clear. Still, what is not digested, you know, is that if it is let out and on what? If the loan is taken before 1499, 30,000. After 1499, 2 lakh. But this 1499 wala guest is only for the self-occupied. For the let out and deemed let out, 1499 wala condition is not there. Clear? And abhi to you are in third problem. I don't know, anyone very inquisitive has checked, oh, in total ma'am's material, how many problems are there? 20 problems. By the time we reach there, it will be all clear. And in one problem also, so much combinations are there. Okay. Right. Gilbert is saying now it is crystal clear. Good. Chalo. एक काम करते हैं. We will complete this problem now. Shall we? Abhi problem is not over. Yeah. 1 minute. I'll open the file for the problem. Not this file. This file. Yeah. Third class. Yes. Look at the screen, please. If all the houses are self-occupied, this is the answer in your notebook. If all the houses are deemed let out, this is the answer in your notebook. Now options. Option 1. House 1 self-occupied. House 1 self-occupied. How much it is house 1 self-occupied? 12,000 loss. House 2 self-occupied, 30,000 loss. House 3 DLOP, 45,500. What is the answer? Answer.
3,500.
3,500 income. Option 2. House 1 self-occupied. House 3 self-occupied. House 1 self-occupied is 12,000. House 3, look at the screen. Self-occupied is nil. And house 2, DLOP. House 2 DLOP is loss. 36,200. Finally, there is a loss. 48,200. 48,200. Now, option 3. House 1 is deemed let out property. House 1 is deemed let out property, 4,200. House 2 is self-occupied, 30,000. House 3 is self-occupied, nil. Are you all able to pick up the figures from the combinations? So if we take this combination, then 30,000 minus 4,200. 25,200. So which option is good? Option 2. Ma'am, can we always take option 2 in the answer in the final exam? No, please, it's a coincidence. Option 2, conclusion. Option 2 should be selected by Mr. Mahesh as income is lowest in option 2. as income is lowest in option 2. Now take a pause. No, I can't show you the whole screen. Matlab, at a time, I'm scrolling. This is my first working note. This is second working note. And these are the combinations. You check the problem in your notebook and let me know, please, where you have a doubt.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. I know some of you, those who have done it as homework and very correct, may be thinking half the class went off and you are not writing anything. I'm really sorry for that, but we need to take the whole class together. And these are initial classes. If one student is also stuck out, no, this should be like a team. And anyone is asking help to anyone in the group or personally, do help. Do share your notes and answers, please. Nothing to lose in that. Chalo. Mr. Mahesh, problem is over. Now we are starting with the concept for today. Yeah, I want to take up unrealized rent. We have all solved till problem number 6. Now these are combination problems. So I will do one thing. I will introduce unrealized rent and then I'll take the combination problems. Okay. Do you remember where the chapter has started? Yeah. Those who have interest on loan doubt, no, look here. Interest on loan is taken. Actual amount of interest on loan is allowed in case of let out and deemed let out. In case of self-occupied property, all these bits, loan is taken after 1499 construction. So let out and deemed let out, loan is taken, ma'am, before or after, doesn't matter. I hope this is clear. Again, I have given here conditions for interest on loan up to 2 lakh. यहाँ पे ऐड कर देना चाहिए. In case of SOP, interest on loan, when it will be 30,000, whatever. In case of SOP, these are all self-occupied property. I've already completed teaching you composite rent. I hope it is clear. Now I want to talk with unrealized rent. Okay? And then arrears of rent. These are two twin brothers, parallelly same importance, and the treatment is same. You know, a mother gives similar treatment to both the children, for sure. But now, the way we present it is different. So, what do you mean by unrealized rent? The name itself says it's the rent which is due and not received. Can I call it in accounting terms as bad debts? I have sold you the goods of 1,000 rupees. You are saying, ma'am, I will give 100 in full and final settlement. Haath utha diye, you are insolvent. 900 rupees is not discount I have given. You are not able to pay me. Same way, you have occupied my property for 1 minute, please. Maybe just 1 second. You all have occupied my property, say from April to March, but March 31st March, last 2 months rent, unrealized rent, you did not pay me. Put your pens down, look at the screen. Some concept I am explaining, and this is also asked as theory question. So last 2 months rent was due. It was not self-occupied, it was not vacant, it was occupied by my student as my tenant. But last 2 months rent you did not pay. Should I be allowed to deduct unrealized rent? The answer is yes. There are 4 conditions. If they are satisfied from the GAV, unrealized rent can be deducted. From the GAV, Unrealized rent can be deducted. Okay, it's 7:30 now, still 1 hour to go for class. By 8:20, if I miss out, remind me. Ma'am, you said you will dictate booster notes. Like that, just remind me. तब तक तो हम प्रॉब्लम कर रहे हैं. तो can I say if GAV is say 10,000 into 12, and if I have not received the rent of 2 months, 20,000 I should be allowed to deduct. So unrealized rent is allowed to be deducted subject to conditions. Tenancy is bona fide. Do you know that owner and tenant have agreements? If you are staying on rented house, or if you are the owner and you have given part of your premises on rent, do ask your parents for the tenancy agreement and read it, please. It's always made on a notary paper for 12 months. So tenancy should be bona fide. Defaulting tenant has vacated or steps have been taken to compel him to vacate the property. Tenant has vacated the property because he is not paying the rent. It's like bad debt. Will you sell to a customer who is consistently doing bad debt for you? Others are buying 1,000. Mr. A wants to buy 50,000. Still, I will not sell him if I know that he doesn't have repayment capacity. So, first condition, tenancy is bona fide. Second condition, defaulting tenant has vacated or steps have been taken to compel to vacate him. Defaulting tenant is not in occupation of any other property of the SSE. If you are a defaulter here, you are not paying me rent, you should not occupy any other property. And SSE has taken all the legal steps and proceedings to recover the rent, and it is satisfied to air that legal proceedings are useless. You have sent enough of notices to the tenant and it is proved that this bad debt is genuine, that the person is not going to pay you rent. You are allowed to deduct. I am showing it here again. GAV is 10,000 into 12. Actual rent 120. Less unrealized rent 10,000 into 2. 20,000. Again your GAV will be 1 lakh and then the problem will continue. So subject to 4 conditions, unrealized rent is allowed to be deducted. Tenancy is bona fide. They have vacated. They don't occupy any other properties and legal proceedings. See now how I am underlining the words. You should underline it in the exam if you're writing it as a theory question. And someone was asking me in the WhatsApp, ma'am, from where to prepare the theory question. All the theory questions are covered in my material and I will give it as TH and Q, theory question. And apart from my material, whatever exam you are writing, CMA or CA, you have to follow the institute study material. See, one frank thing out of the way. No teacher should say, I am teaching last 20 years and if you do my material more than enough, you will get exemption. Just blindly follow what I say. No, please. Institute is not a fool to make material and they are asking sometimes exact problem from the study material. So my material, study material and then the past exams questions. More than enough. Okay, for theory also. Chalo. Theory questions I will cover up all in my material and I will tell you. Now, listen all of you. You dear student, you did not pay me 20,000 rent. Okay. And so I took the GAV as 1 lakh. Okay. This student name was Harika. Okay. So Harika, she did not pay me the rent and I deducted and I showed to government my income 1 lakh and calculated income from house property. Now, after 3 years, I met Harika. She was a qualified cost accountant and chartered accountant, double degree she completed and she was doing very good. Then she said, ma'am, keep 20,000 please. This is the rent I could not pay. I said, Arey Harika, come on. I have forgotten all that. In fact, the 20,000, the property for which you did that time, I am not the owner of the property. I sold that property to Mr. Beans. And I've forgotten everything. You also forget. You are doing good in your life. I'm happy for you. I talk like this to Harika. Listen to this dialogue and story. You will never miss out in the final exam. 5 minutes it will take extra. Harika said, no, ma'am, please, karmic account goes on. I was not able to pay you that time 20,000 rent, but now I'm doing good. So please accept this rent. After 2 years, Harika is giving me 20,000 unrealized rent received. Oh my God, where do I tax it? Income from house property. I'm not owning the property. I have already transferred it to Mr. Beans. Still, unrealized rent received after years will be taxable as income from house property. Ma'am, then in that case, can we allow municipal tax all deduction? Oh, one entry I gave, you want to go in all the jantar mantar. Are you getting my point? Then I am saying unrealized rent. I hope no one is writing anything. Look at the screen because this is a super concept. Unrealized rent received 20,000, no? 30% deduction I will allow and 14,000 is taxable. To conclude, unrealized rent will not receive deducted from GAV subject to 4 conditions satisfied. Unrealized rent when received, tax it irrespective of you are owner of the property or not, and 30% standard deduction will be allowed. Now, not even mistake, blunder. If you are having house 1, house 2, can you add this in the GAV of house 1 and 2? Please don't do that. Like house 1, final income from house property. House 2, final income. And unrealized rent received separately, you tax it last. I will show you 2 more problems. I will work out now and I will show you the presentation of unrealized rent. Don't bother about the presentation, but tell me one thing. Is it clear to all of you that...
Repeat again.
What did I repeat again? 1 minute. Huh? And I didn't read the points. These conditions are clear, no? Yeah. It is taxable under income from house property in the year when it is received. And it is taxable even if the assessee is no longer the owner. Mark it very important and write T and F, true and false. Is unrealized rent taxable in your hands even if you are not the owner? Answer is yes. Yeah. Now read it first on the screen and then say whether it is clear or not. Once again, I want to repeat. Unrealized rent when due, but you did not pay me February and March month. I will deduct it from the GAV. I'll show you how to deduct. And unrealized rent after 2-3 years when received, it is taxable under income from house property, standard deduction 30%. Clear? Right. One more concept and then for these 2 concepts, I'll work out 2-3 good problems. I will do concept gripping problem. You know, I told you concept gripping problem may not come in the final exam, but that bit is clear. Like only for GAV we have solved the question like that. Arrears of rent. Anyone knows what is the meaning of arrears? Because we will use the word arrears here also in the salary chapter also. Anyone in the class? Arrears?
Outstanding.
Yeah. Is it same unrealized or no? It is not same. It is not same. What is arrears of rent? I will explain you. Okay. Say Venu is my tenant. In our class, one student is there with the name Venu. He is my tenant. Okay. He is occupying my property since years. So I am saying to Venu, since 2018, Venu, now since long you are paying 10,000 rent, let us increase it to 11,000. Otherwise, you vacate, please. You vacate. I was saying, yes, ma'am, we'll do. Next year, we'll do. Blah, blah, blah. 2 years went like that. Then came 2021, February. I said, Venu, I want the rent 11,000. Otherwise, you vacate the property on 31st March and I'll put a 2 let go. Finally, he agreed. He said, okay, ma'am, I'll pay you 1000 rupees extra rent instead of 10, 11. I said, no, not now, please. I want 1000 rupees extra from retrospective effect. From last year, I have been asking you to increase the rent. So you pay me 12,000 extra. So can I say arrears of 12,000? Arrears of rent is increase in the rent with retrospective effect. Is the meaning clear to all of you? Arrears of rent is increase in the rent with retrospective effect. One second now, please. Yeah. So now, tell me one thing. Whenever arrears is received, should it be taxable? Answer is yes. Shall we allow 30% standard deduction? Yes. Then what is the difference? Unrealized rent was due and not received. So when it is due and not received, minus. When you receive, add. Arrears of rent, last year I didn't knew that you will pay me with retrospective effect. No, Venu. So now when you have paid me, I will take arrears of rent taxable with 30% standard deduction. Many times asked in MCQs. They'll give you all the bits and they'll ask you to work out. I'll show you how. Arrears of rent is taxable in the year when it is received subject to 30% standard deduction. It is taxable even if the assessee is not the owner of the property. Same case, I have already sold the property to Mr. Beams. Now if you are paying me retrospective, okay, I will take. It is taxed separately and please don't add it in the GAV. It is taxed separately, don't add it in the GAV. All clear to all of you? So that's all for arrears of rent, right? Look at the presentation, section 25A has been added. Taxable in the year, arrears or unrealized rent, standard deduction allowed, and then net amount is taxable. Okay? Let us solve this example. This is a 5 marks question from CA book, but very important because it's already asked for 5 marks. Now you solve it and then ask your doubts. This may be asked like as an MCQ also in the exam. Okay? I want to solve it. आज ना चैट बॉक्स परेशान कर रहा है, बंद हो जा रहा है, तो that's why I'm taking a break while speaking so that I can switch it on. Okay, listen. In June 20, Anand has sold his house property in March 2017. Assume. In June 20, he recovered 10,000 from Mr. Gaurav, to whom he had let out his house for 2 years from 14 to 16. He could not realize 2 months rent 20,000. Until that extent, actual rent was reduced. If it is unrealized rent, actual rent is reduced while computing income from house property. Further, he had let out the house from April 16 to March 20 to Mr. Satish. Okay. In April 18, he had increased the rent from 12 to 15 and same was subject matter of dispute. You know, tenant and owner were fighting whether they should pay 12 or 15. In September 20, the matter got settled and Anand received 69,000 as arrears of rent. Would the recovery of the unrealized rent and arrears of rent be taxable in the hands of Anand? What should be the answer? The answer will be yes. Unrealized rent and arrears of rent, when you receive, will it be taxable? What should be the answer? The answer is yes. And how they are going to be taxable? See, unrealized rent received 69,000. Not unrealized, sorry. This is like 69,000 is arrears of rent. Arrears received 69,000 plus unrealized rent. How many months unrealized rent? 2 months, 20,000. In June, he recovered 10,000, June 20. What is important is which year? 2021, our previous year. So though 2 months rent was unrealized in the earlier year, how much is unrealized rent received? 10,000. Don't take 20. I'm repeating. 20 was due and you did not pay me. But what you paid 10. So how much will be taxable? 79,000 minus 30%. करो कितना आ रहा है? 79,000 into 30%. 23,700. How much you are getting the answer?
55,300.
300 is the income. Ma'am, this is super easy. And even if you have house 1, house 2, house 3, take the example of Ruhi's problem. Still you add 55,300 separately. Don't add in the GAV of the problems. Tax it separately. All clear to all of you? Chalo, let us apply this and solve some nice problems now. There are still pending is 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. This is all theory I have to teach. I don't want to teach any theory more. Let us go to the problems and solve it.
Ma'am, their house property is sold in 2017, ma'am. That's given.
Yeah, that is wrong. It is sold in 2020. That's a mistake from my side. The date is not changed. Because if you sell in, and worst case, if it is sold in 17 and realized now, then also the taxability will be same. But then other dates will go wrong. So that one is actually 2020. Okay? Right. Let me take you to one nice problem for all this practice. Chalo. We have done till 6th problem in the class. Yeah. Let us do the 7th problem now. Okay. I hope you remember, before I go to the 7th and 8th problem, I hope you all may remember self-occupied and let out, take it for 12 months. But if it is let out and vacant, then if actual rent is low due to vacancy, take actual rent as GAV. I hope you remember that mantra. Chalo. Let us now start it all again. Raja completed the construction of the house property on 31st May 2020. Read the dates and all carefully. And the house property is self-occupied in June and July. There are 2-3 points in this problem now. The house property was self-occupied in June and July and let out thereafter for a rent of 10,000. Okay. I hope you all are getting this. Follow? Municipal value of the house is 72,000. Municipal value will be for whole year. Huh? You are informed following expenses have been incurred. Municipal taxes 6,000 we will take. Repairs, ground rent and insurance are given to confuse you. Just like bay leaves, cloves and elaichi in the biryani. Take the flavor, keep it aside. Repairs, ground rent and insurance premium may be anything. We are allowed standard deduction against that. But yes, municipal taxes we will take. And second thing is that there is no interest on loan in the problem. Now listen all of you, if construction of the property is only over in May, shall I take fair rent and municipal value and all for 10 months? Because the property was not complete only for 12 months. So how can I take it for 12 months? Are you digesting this? I'm not going to work it out roughly here. I'll do it in notebook. But you all should know 72,000 into 10 by 12. Digest it now only, and if you have any doubt, ask your doubts. Municipal value, you will take 60,000. Read the problem carefully. The property is Construction is over in May 2020. So April and May, property was not born. How can you take the municipal value? So municipal value you will take how much? 60,000. And when the construction was over in May, June and July it was self-occupied, right? And then it was let out. So what is the actual rent you have to take for how many months? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months. 10,000 into 8, 80,000. It's a very easy problem. I'll do it now. You all also do it in the notebook, right? But see the presentation and I'll make you write the booster notes for this problem now only if required. Chalo. Let us go to problem number 6. 6, no? No, 7. 7. Problem number 7. Yeah. Nice. Now, today what is the concept we are learning? Unrealized rent and arrears of rent. I'll stress on it and I'll clear. Unrealized rent and please make the columns, please. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Some of you may be talking. Deepti ma'am के class में रोज commercial break होता है. चलो. Problem number 7 we are doing computation of income of Mr. Raja for the previous year. All the problems are for 2021. Let us make only one column. Oh, I'm used to making H1, H2, H3 is over. So now particulars and amount. Yeah, what is 80,000, Sandeep? Your final answer? Is it? Acha, chalo. Step 1. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. Fair rent is not given. Municipal value is given 72,000. Don't write the figures directly in the exam. 72,000 into 10 by 12. Note 1. I'll make you write note 1. And take the step 1 answer as 60,000. I'll tell you one thing. I assume that now every student in my class right now knows what is the concept. So now you pay more attention on the presentation. Clear? Right. Mute your phones, please. Step 2 is step 1, 60,000. Or standard rent missing. So take 60,000. Step 3, 60,000 or actual rent, whichever is higher. How much is actual rent? 10,000 into 8, 80,000 is the actual rent. See, write all this in the exam. Whatever I am writing now, you'll write. So, whichever is higher, that or this, whichever is lower, 60 or 80, whichever is higher. So how much is the gross annual value? I hope you all are writing gross annual value. Only Deepti ma'am should be allowed that much liberty to write GAV because I am putting so much energy to write, to explain and to look into the camera. Bolo. Agreed? You have to agree. Less municipal taxes. How much Raja is paying? 6,000. What is the NAV? 72,000. No, 74,000. Standard deduction is 30% of NAV. I hope no one is copying. You are not doing with me. 22,200. And interest on loan is nil. So what is the income from house property for Raja? $51,800. मैम इतने इजी प्रॉब्लम आएंगे फॉर 5 मार्क्स? यस यस, not always H1 H2 H3. Nice and all clear to all of you? Okay, chalo. Now I want all of you, I am using my right hand side to show you the screen. You write it below your answer, note 1. Note 1. One thing you remember from now for my way of teaching, that is, if it is note or working note, you have to write in final exam. Some note I will say as a dialogue, as if Deepti ma'am is talking to you at home. That will be explanatory note, not to be written in final exam for your understanding. Right now you will write note 1. Note 1. Construction of property is over. Construction of property is over on 31st May 2020. Hence, fair rent, comma, municipal value, comma, standard rent should be considered for 10 months. Little difficult to write it on the screen. This writing angle is not correct. I hope you are listening and writing. I'm waiting. Anyone is having any doubt? Unmute and say.
No doubt, ma'am.
हाँ, आज के लिए बहुत हो गया ना मेरा इंटरव्यू. हाँ, only jokes are allowed, I think, in Hindi. Otherwise, we are taking the whole class in English. Okay. Let us go to the next problem now. अच्छा, no, we have 1 minute. Sorry. Let me take you back to the problem. Listen, all of you. Raja's problem, I want to add option 2. You know what is option 2? Option 2 is same problem. If they change one bit, how will you do? Same problem, if they change one bit, how will you do? So option 2. Raja received unrealized rent 10,000. How you are going to present it? Unrealized rent received is 10,000, less standard deduction 30%, 3,000. Please write it. Option 2 is if I change one bit, what will be the answer? So net taxable amount will be 7,000. Don't write orally 7,000 quickly because you know, show the working. And in that case, income from house properties 51,800. Unrealized rent is 7,000. Total income from house property 58,800. 58,800. All clear to all of you? Why am I adding this bit? It could be unrealized rent or arrears of rent. When you receive taxes separately, 30% standard deduction is allowed and net you add it. Ma'am, can we add 10,000 here or here? Upar, answer is no. Why some of the students are leaving the class? The class is till 8:30 and lot of important things are to be given, but I can't hold you. It's your responsibility. You have paid fees to sir and you have spared your time and you have committed your work in this profession. So keep up the commitment. If there's a network issue, you log out and log in again. I think your problem will be solved. Anyone in the class who has not followed the option? Ask your doubt. All clear? Chalo, let us go to next problem. Read the problem. I think this problem you all can do it in class on your own right now. Yes. Chalo. Ram owned a house at Chennai which was occupied by him for the purpose of residence. He was transferred to Mumbai in June. So April and May it was self-occupied, April, May, June, sorry, and it was let out. Self-occupied 3 months, let out from 1st July for 3,000, let out for 9 months and 3,000 per month. Corporation tax, that is municipal tax, one of the exam they also called as a sewerage tax, is 6,000, of which 50% was paid before March 21. So how much municipal tax you will take a deduction? 50% amount what is paid. Interest on money borrowed for the construction was 20,000. And now this is a let out property. So can you allow the whole interest? Don't go in that hodgepodge only, ma'am, loan and construction. No. Let out and deem let out, no. Interest on loan 20,000 is deducted. Do the problem in the class. I'm sitting here and keep asking your doubts. Pucho. Or karo. Do it on your own. I want the final answer in the chat box. And if you're not using the chat box, answer. Don't use calculator and answer me in 2 minutes to get ahead of the class. You can fool everyone. You can fool your parents, teachers, but you can't fool yourself. बहुत ज्ञान हो गया, अब सिर्फ हाउस प्रॉपर्टी पढ़ाना है. चलो करो. If the whole class is getting this problem correct, then we can go for something ahead.
Ma'am, Vinay this said, ma'am.
Yeah.
Why corporation tax has to consider for 50% only, ma'am?
Yeah, because our financial year is 2021 and corporation tax or municipal tax is allowed only if you pay. So you have paid 50%, that is 3,000. So you will deduct 3,000. Clear? See, when you ask a doubt and if I clear, still if you have doubt, any one of you, there is always a chance of conflict. You keep asking, no problem.
Only the paid amount only has to be taken.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking कि आज थोड़े booster notes ही लिख लें हम. Anyone else is having any doubt, say. Otherwise, say the answer.
What is the municipal value?
You say. Anyone in the class who is juggling with fair and municipal value, whichever is had mantra, then you are trying to bhaktify this chapter. Don't go in the S's because no values are given. Directly take actual rent as GAV. Mute your phones, please. If you have a doubt, ask and then mute it. How much permission is given? I'm not saying ki whatever I teach is will be clear only and all. All of you have got the correct answer? Or some of you need more time? Yes. Vinay, your answer is not correct. It's not 3,100. Rest all of you have given correct answer. 3,200 loss. Can I work out here so that you all can see the screen also? GAV is 27,000. There's no fair and municipal value and all to compare. So GAV is 27,000. Minus the municipal taxes, 3,000. NAV is 24,000. Minus standard deduction, 7,200. And interest on loan, 20,000. So 3,200 is the income from house property. Ask your doubts bit to bit. Bit to bit, what is the doubt that you ask?
Ma'am, we have to take for the whole year, no, ma'am. It is self-occupied and later he let out. Then rent will be 3,000 into 12. 36,000. GAV is 36,000.
But 3 months it is self-occupied and then it is let out. You are right. Expected rent is for the 3 months only we will take. One second. He was transferred to Mumbai in June. Yes, self-occupied and let out, we are following the steps, that's true. But all the other values are not given, no? So you can't take the expected rent in that way. No other values are given over here. The fair rent, the municipal value, the standard rent. That's why we are taking the action. You're right, we should follow the step method. But the steps are not given. Everyone is clear? Right. You have to follow the steps, but in this problem, steps are not there because fair rent, municipal value, standard rent. And listen, if fair and municipal value standard rent was given, then we would have taken that for 12 months, irrespective that the property was self-occupied for 3 months. And we would have gone whichever is higher. Even actual rent is zyada, if standard rent is there for 12 months, we will take that as GAV. But in this problem, the bits are missing. So you can take the GAV as 27,000. All clear to all of you?
Ma'am, once
Okay?
explain, ma'am.
Yeah, please say.
Ma'am, once explain 6,000 of which 50% is paid by him.
Yeah. Listen, what is happening? That it is clearly given to you. Yeah. Please read this line. Municipal taxes was 6,000, of which 50% is paid. So municipal taxes allowed on payment basis. So 3,000 is only paid, hence I have taken 3,000. All clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Chalo. Let us do one last problem for today and then we will write the booster notes. Listen, read the problem. This also you have to do it on your own. Mr. Ramna is a co-owner of property. Now first understand the meaning. Co-ownership is, can two people come together to purchase a property? Okay. I and my student is purchasing the property together. Then compute the income of the whole property and then 60% I paid, 40% my student paid. The final income will be divided in the ratio of 60-40. Is it clear to all of you? Humble request, please keep your phones on mute. Check please, it's disturbing the class and recording is also going on. If a single property is owned by two or more persons, then according to their share ratio, the income will be taxable in individual hands. It cannot be assessed as association of person or body of individuals. No. All proportionate expenses will be allowed. So just I will solve the problem and then I will explain so it will be clear. Let us read the problem and do it. Ramna is a co-owner of property with his brother. Now co-owner in exam they may give you 60-40, 70-30. Nothing is given. So can we assume 50-50? Answer is yes. Municipal value 160, fair rent 150, standard rent 170, rent received 15,000. Loan for construction. Now you know every problem is going to be same, but some flavor they will add. Here there is little googly in interest on loan. Okay, pay attention. This is the last problem and last 10 minutes I'll give the booster notes. Loan for the construction of property was jointly taken and interest charged by the bank is 25,000, out of which 21,000 is paid. Interest on unpaid interest is 450. Super. So many googlies. To repay this loan, Ramana and his brother have taken fresh loan and interest on the second loan is 5,000. Now I can't say this is so easy, but like this is the language of income tax. Like we speak Gujarati, Telugu, Hindi, English. This is the language of income tax. Once again, I am reading bit to bit and I am explaining. Some of you are rushing to calculate GVAV in the notebook. Stop please. Not now. So no. Loan for construction of the property was taken. Interest charged by the bank is 25 but paid is 21. Now answer my question. Interest is allowed 25 or 21? I am repeating. Interest is allowed 25 or 21?
21 madam, actual interest paid.
Again then अरे फिर मुझे आज ना school days याद आ रहा है. Teacher says write this sentence 5 times, not 1 time. So I am giving you booster notes. Homework is copy the booster notes 3 times. Municipal tax is allowed on payment basis. Interest on loan is allowed on due basis. एक काम करते हैं. Leave this problem. Leave. All of you come here with me. Municipal tax is allowed only if it is actually paid by owner. That's why I allowed 3,000. Interest on loan is allowed on due basis. If you are having a notebook and if you are a student and if you want to learn how to do 5D makeup, do this. Due basis, actual paid. Now tell me, is it clear? How much interest on loan will be allowed? 25,000. Clear? Now, this all limits and all you know. Interest on second loan taken to repay the first loan is allowed. But interest on interest is not allowed. Ma'am, such a heavy dose dialogue. Listen now. Interest on second loan is allowed. Why? Listen, I took loan from you 10 lakhs for house property and I paid you interest 1 lakh. Now you wanted your money. So I took loan from second bank. This was SBI. Now I took loan from Bank of India, second loan, and I repaid your loan. So is second loan taking the place of first loan? So second loan's interest will be allowed or not? Yes. Interest on second loan taken to repay the first loan is allowed because it is taking the place of first loan. But interest on interest is not allowed. I didn't have money to pay you 1 lakh rupees interest. I didn't have money to pay you 1 lakh rupees interest. And so I took again loan from my friend, 5 lakh, 1 lakh. And I paid her interest 10,000. Will this 10,000 be allowed? No. Because this 10,000 is not interest on housing loan. This 10,000 is interest on interest. Interest 1 lakh is allowed because you are paying interest related to housing loan. Interest on interest. This 10,000 interest is on interest is not allowed. I know it will take time for you. If you understand today enough, then you read it at home twice, thrice, and we'll work out in 2-3 problems. It will be clear. Whatever knowledge I am giving in concept, I am adding it in my problems. These are hand-picked problems. After doing these hand-picked problems, you do ICAS, CMA, any other academy's material, you should be able to do it. If still you are having a doubt, click the photo and send. Clear? Brokerage paid for the loan taking is not allowed. I was not getting a loan from my friend. A third party, Shyamlal, helped me. So I gave 3,000 rupees to Shyamlal as brokerage. Not allowed. Interest on interest, not allowed. Interest on second loan, which took the place of first loan, allowed. Is this clear to all of you? Now let us come to this question. We are going to solve it in notebook. But पहले यहाँ समझ लो, what is it? Listen. Interest 25,000 is allowed even though it is not paid but it is due. Interest on unpaid interest 450 not allowed. To repay this loan, Ramna and his brother have taken a fresh loan, second loan, and interest on that is 5,000 allowed. Now you take this juggling and all, whether is it clear? Can we start doing this problem in the notebook now? Anyone in the class is having doubt? Interest 25 is allowed because 21 is paid, but 25 is due basis allowed. Interest on interest. To pay this interest, you have taken loan from someone and 450 is interest on interest not allowed. To repay this loan, you have taken a second loan to repay this first loan. So second loan is taking the place of first loan. Interest on that 5,000 is allowed. And municipal tax 5,100 is paid by the tenant, not allowed. Not allowed. I'm really missing on one thing. Really sorry. सब cover करो, कुछ ना कुछ छूट जाता है. You know, wherever extra expense are given, no repairs, ground rent and all. In Raja's problem, please go and write a note over there. That standard deduction is allowed, hence all this is ignored. Chalo, shall we write a note for municipal tax? We will not deduct it because it is paid by the tenant. All right. Chat is getting closed. What you all are calculating 96,000? Oh God. Super enthusiastic students. So you don't want to go in the googlies of interest. Excellent. Chalo, for everyone and me together, let us do this problem number kya tha? 9. Are you all with me? Pata hai, the secret was 9th problem was also to be done in this by students in the class. But we took extra time to complete yesterday's homework. ठीक है चलो. Computation of income of Mr. Raman. Particulars and single column. Fair rent or municipal value, whichever is higher. Step 1. Fair rent is 150 or municipal value, whichever is higher, 160. Step 1, or standard rent, whichever is lower, 160 or standard rent, 170, whichever is lower, 160. Step 2, 160 or actual rent. Actual rent received is 15,000 into 12. How much is it coming? Help me in calculation so that we all can do it fast. 1,80,000. Super. Whichever is higher. So 180 is higher. Gross annual value is 180. Please don't hesitate if any of it is not following. Yes, bolo bolo.
This co-ownership, so we should do proportionate.
लास्ट में करेंगे फाइनल इनकम आने के बाद. अभी से आधा 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 not required.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
No problem, dear. Right. Municipal taxes. Municipal taxes I will write here only the narration paid by tenant. Hence nil, not allowed. Because it is paid by tenant. NAV. Less standard deduction 30%. Standard deduction 30%. क्या करें 30% of 180?
4,000.
54,000. And what else? Shall we take interest on loan? And shall we add the word due? 25,000 fully allowed, even though 21 paid. And then interest on second loan is also allowed, 5,000. And then interest on interest, 450, not allowed. Outer column, not allowed. See, half marks are there. Ma'am, if it is not allowed, can we ignore? No, please don't ignore. Either you write a note, but always you are not having time. You have to complete the paper in 3 hours, so you can write. Interest on interest 450, not allowed. Now, what is income from house property? $96,000. And now final income from house property you divide. Mr. Ramana's share 50%, 48,000 will be taxable in the hands of Ramana, and 48,000 will be taxable in the hands of brother of Raman. Raman के हाथ में 48, other के हाथ में 48. Doubts, please. Yeah, booster notes, you are reminding me, but I don't know, many of them are using mobile phones and maybe network is not clear. Many of them have left. Can we start the class tomorrow with the booster notes? I will type it on the screen and you all write it. Booster notes to remember, because it will take 15 minutes and it's we will be delayed. Okay? For the
Okay.
dinner also, and many of them are having network issue. Okay? Right. But I'm enjoying teaching you all, very super enthusiastic, nice batch this is, and you all are asking very nice doubts. Huh? So keep up the spirit. एक student नहीं पूछ रहा ma'am what is the homework for today. Homework is whatever we have done in the class. Read the question and read the answers. You will digest and chew the language. Ma'am, why 450 is not allowed and all. So whatever problems we have done in class, yesterday and today, if you digest, then tomorrow the target is to teach you partition. You know, if one house is partition, 25% is self-occupied, 35, that is the target to be covered tomorrow. And day after tomorrow, it is the pumping heart of house property, that is pre-construction interest concept. So every day, one concept related problem, one concept related problem. Ma'am, exam में ऐसे आएगा, exam में any one of it will come. No, you have to choose. It's a widespread buffet dinner, so you have to choose. And CA exam, the choice is less. CMA students, they have 8 questions and they have to attempt 4. I've given all paper pattern and all in the earlier class. And now you can start doing your study material problems also. Okay? Right? So, Avdesh, it is not no homework. Homework is to revise and come. I'm telling you, it is your subconscious mind and how you keep an alarm that 5 o'clock you have to wake up because 7 o'clock is your flight for Goa holiday, and 4:45 you only wake up and you switch off the alarm because one alarm is in the phone, another alarm is in your mind. This is not my knowledge or gyan. This is the knowledge given by my teachers, that you put so many things in your subconscious mind when you're putting alarm. Have you experienced this? Huh? In the exam time or somewhere when you are too excited, then before the alarm only you wake up. So 24 hours, not me, any teacher's dialogue is going on in your mind. If you revise the classwork, you will never struggle. Ma'am, abhi to class attend karne do. My attempt is in November, December. After 6-8 months, I will leisurely take leave and I will study. You will struggle. You will take double the time to prepare. Okay, right? Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. I'm still there for 5 minutes. If you are having the doubts, stay back, ask your doubts, and the class will start with booster notes tomorrow at 6:30 sharp.
मैम संडे भी क्लास रहती है?